The A-Team Challenge, a major project of the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools, is produced in partnership with the School District of Lee County, Waterman Broadcasting, and NBC2. This program features high school students in both public and private schools from 6 Southwest Florida counties as they compete in this exciting academic challenge. The A-Team Challenge is brought to you by Suncoast Credit Union.
Welcome back to another game of the A-Team Challenge. As I said at the beginning of the last half hour, do not adjust your sets. Yes, I'm Robert Van Winkle, and I'm very honored to be back and be invited back to host the A-Team Challenge to finish up the games for 2019. So once again, thanks for being here. Welcome to our NBC2 viewers. Our A-Team Challenge is a wonderful partnership between the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools, the Lee County School District, and of course NBC2. And I'm really happy to be here to represent all 3 of those fine organizations today. We are in our quarterfinals. The last game you saw, Naples High School was the winner. One of these 2 fine schools will also win and be moving on to the semifinals. Cypress Lake High School on my right and DeSoto County High School on my left. Now you'll be introduced to the players individually at the beginning of the next round. Players, as a reminder, this of course is a single elimination competition, and one of you will be moving on, one of you will be going home. You've done great just to get this far here today. We started off the season with 34 high schools competing from all Southwest Florida counties, and now we've whittled them down to our quarterfinals here. Students, a reminder, our topics are in the subjects of science, math, humanities, arts and humanities, language arts, social studies, and some general knowledge questions. So you remember those from your prior games. We have 3 rounds. Here are the rules for those of you folks at home just joining us. Pretty simple. Rounds 1, 2, and 3 actually are all worth 10 points, including that 3rd round, the lightning round. So all scores, all correct answers worth 10 points. Remember, there is no penalty for a wrong answer. So as you folks watching at home, if you hear a wrong answer, I will give the opposing team a chance to get the question correct after I finish the entire question for those folks. So no penalty again for those wrong answers. So welcome once again to 2 fine schools. I've got Cypress Lake High School on my right and DeSoto County High School on my left. And students, let's get right to it. Let's play around and then we'll do the introductions. You ready? Let me see your heads bobbing up and down vigorously. There you go. Hands on your buzzers. Here we go. Each question worth 10 points, and let's start. What state did Tim Draper propose should be divided into 3 states after an earlier proposal to split it into 6 states? Jacob, Cypress Lake.
California.
That's the state. Those 6 states would include Silicon Valley as one state, but that hadn't happened yet. 10 points starts us off, Cypress Lake High School. What author wrote about 4 people, including an oiler and a cook, who tried to reach land on the tidal vessel in his story, The Open Boat? That author was Stephen Crane. Stephen Crane. Next question. What city in Allegheny County contains Carnegie Mellon University and is the 2nd most populous city in Pennsylvania after Philadelphia? Jacob again, Cypress Lake.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, right there at the confluence of the Allegheny and the Monongahela River. Very good. 10 points for Cypress Lake. Next question for 10. Richard Mentor Johnson served as vice president under what Democrat whose one term as president was marred by the Panic of 1837? Caleb, you're in time. DeSoto?
Grant.
That's a good try. It's no penalty for a wrong answer, but that wasn't the right one. Cypress Lake, do you have a shot at it? Do you have a guess? Anybody? Ring your buzzer. That's okay. Wasn't correct either. Martin Van Buren was the one. All right, next question for 10. No harm, no foul. That's a good try, guys, all sides. Which 18th century philosopher wrote the essay, What is Enlightenment? And discussed synthetic a priori judgments in his Critique of Pure Reason? Max DeSoto.
Kant.
Kant is right. That's correct. 10 points for DeSoto. Simple question. Here we go. What's the total number of quarks inside a proton? Jacob, Cypress Lake.
3.
3 is the right quark number, and that's 10 points for Cypress Lake. What politician who succeeded James Burns as Secretary of State in 1947 is the namesake of a post-World War II plan to rebuild European nations? Famous last name in that category there, Marshall, the Marshall Plan, remember? All right. The next question for 10 points. The River Clyde flows through what most populous city in Scotland? Jacob, Cypress Lake.
Glasgow.
Glasgow is right. 10 points, Cypress. What team, which defeated the Packers in the 2017 NFC Championship game, went on to lose the Super Bowl 51 that is, after leading to the Patriots 28-3? Remember that? Heart-wrenching if you're a Falcons fan. It was the Atlanta Falcons. All right, next question. What French artist of the Bridge of Europe painted people walking with umbrellas in Paris Street, rainy day? Elena DeSoto.
Thorat?
Good try, Elena. Nope, that's not the right one, though. Cypress Lake? Jacob.
Monet.
Also a good try. Nope, Caillebotte. Caillebotte was the last name. Gustave Caillebotte. Next question for 10. What opera, whose protagonist envisions a ship blowing smoke in the aria Un bel dì, depicts the Japanese woman Cho-Cho-san and is by Giacomo Puccini? Elena DeSoto.
Madame Butterfly?
Madame Butterfly is the right one. Very good. And it's, of course, Giacomo, not Giacomo. Sorry. But that's okay. 10 points. DeSoto County. Good job. What scientist names a radius that corresponds to the distance between the nucleus and the electron in a hydrogen atom's ground state? Jacob.
Angstrom.
No, not that one. DeSoto County, want a shot? Jacob, you'll probably recognize Bohr. It was Bohr that I was looking for. Ah, yeah. All right, next question for 10. Good try. What literary character claims we're all mad here in Lewis Carroll's novel, Elena DeSoto?
The Mad Hatter?
Nope, not the Mad Hatter. Cypress, the rest? Okay, you don't want to hear it, Lauren?
The Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, that's the one. In Alice in Wonderland, slowly vanishes from its tail to its grin. The Cheshire Cat. 10 points for Cypress Lake. Good job. Next question. Where is it? There it is. Marley was dead are the opening words of what Charles Dickens novella about a man spurned by his fiancée, Belle? Elena DeSoto.
David Copperfield?
Good try. Sorry, can't give it to you. Cypress Lake? Marley was dead. That's how it opens at A Christmas Carol. Christmas Carol. Remember that? All right, that's okay. Next question for 10. What scientist authored The Skeptical Chemist and is the namesake of a law holding that the volume and pressure of a gas are inversely proportional? Jacob, Cypress Lake.
Robert Boyle.
Robert Boyle. That's correct. 10 points for Cypress Lake. Good job. What type of prophetic priestess worked in the Temple of Apollo at Delphi? Max DeSoto.
Oracle.
An oracle, right. That's what they called him, and that gives you 10 points, DeSoto County. What city, which contains an executive meeting site called Stormont Castle, is the most populous in Ulster, and it's the capital of Northern Ireland? Elena DeSoto.
Dublin?
Nope, sorry, wrong one. Cypress Lake?
Belfast.
Belfast, yeah, it would have to be that one. And by the way, that's where they built the Titanic. Very good. 10 points there for Cypress Lake. Good job. What country, whose first prime minister was Kwame Nkrumah, Kwame Nkrumah, was known as the Gold Coast under British colonial rule? Jacob, Cypress Lake.
Ghana.
Ghana, right. Good job. Cypress Lake, 10 points. J.S. Bach wrote a toccata and fugue in D minor for what instrument, which has manual and pedal keyboards to direct? Ashley, Cypress Lake.
Organ?
That's right. The pipe organ directs the air flowing through the pipes. Very good. All right, Cypress Lake is pulling ahead a little bit, but we still have another round to go. When we come back, I'll introduce you to our players here on this second game of the quarterfinals in the A-Team Challenge. Good job, guys. We'll be right back.
When you choose Support Education tags, you are investing in future teachers like these, as well as teachers like me.
It feels good to know that when you purchase the education license plate, the proceeds go directly back into your local education community.
What an easy way to make a difference in your schools. A portion of the funds from each purchase or renewal of a Support Education license plate is sent directly to your local education foundation to support teachers and students.
Your fantastic future. Suncoast Credit Union can help you get there with trusted advice and the banking you need to live your best life. Because we're a credit union, profits come back to you with lower loan rates, higher earnings, and more free services. Anyone who lives on Florida's West Coast can bank with Suncoast. We have convenient branches, mobile and online banking, and free access to more than 30,000 ATMs nationwide. Your fantastic future starts here. See what banking at Suncoast can do for you.
You are watching the A-Team Challenge. A wonderful game is underway here between Cypress Lake High School and DeSoto County High School. Reminder, of course, the A-Team Challenge celebrates academic excellence in Southwest Florida, and we had 34 high schools start off this year, and a lot of very smart young people are in our part of Florida, and we're happy to celebrate their academic achievements. So let me introduce you to our teams today. On my right is Cypress Lake High School. This team here every year for the A-Team Challenge. In position 1 is Jacob. Jacob Silver is in 8th grade. Jacob is going to be the team captain there for the lightning round as well. He'd like to go to MIT or Georgia Tech, and he wants to study robotics. Pretty cool. Next to Jacob is Ashley. Ashley Walters, a sophomore this year, and she plans to go up to Harvard and study criminal law, or Harvard, as they say. In the back row, we have Lauren. Lauren Major is a freshman this year. Lauren has a wonderful smile there, and she wants to study music. Lauren, good luck to you in the future. And rounding out the team is Emily. Emily Rawson, a sophomore, wants to go to Florida Southern University and study business. The Cypress Lake High School team is under the coaching of Tammy Gleason. Good job, Tammy, with all of your young people here this year. On my left side, here are the students at DeSoto County High School. In the first position is Elena Reikley. Elena is a senior this year. She wants to go to Santa Fe College and study criminology. Cool. And good luck to you in the future, Elena. Next to her is Max. Max Montoya Vasquez is a senior as well. Max wants to go to Florida Polytech and study computer engineering. Probably going to have a job for the rest of your life studying that. Good for you. In the back row is Anthony. Anthony Petro is a junior, and he wants to go to the University of Florida after high school and study digital design. Rounding out the team is Caleb. Caleb Kent is a junior off to the University of Florida to study ancient history. Coaches helping out with the DeSoto County High School team are Andrew Hagan, Kat Reikley, and Larry Bailey. All right, young folks, put your hands on your buzzers. We're going to do another round. Each question worth 10 points. Remember, jump in and give it a shot. Even if you might not know it, there's no penalty for any wrong answers, so let's see how we do. The next question for 10 points. A Koffler hot stage microscope can be used to measure what property? The temperature at which a solid transitions to a liquid. Jacob, Cypress Lake.
Melting point.
The melting point is that property, and it's 10 points for Cypress Lake. Next question. What Jewish Day of Atonement is the last of the High Holy Days? Jacob again, Cypress.
Yom Kippur.
Yom Kippur is right. 10 points, Cypress Lake. Next question. For parabolic concave mirrors, an object will have no image if placed at what point where light rays parallel to the mirror's axis converge? And Jacob again, Cypress.
Focal point.
The focal point is correct. 10 more points, Cypress Lake. Next question for 10. At the Battle of Legnano, the Lombard League defeated what Holy Roman Emperor who drowned in the Third Crusade and is nicknamed for his red beard? Max DeSoto. Barbarossa. Judges? Correct. Very good. Next question. That's 10 points for DeSoto High School. Next question for 10. Peter Thiel and Elon Musk were among the founders of what online payment company? Jacob, Cypress Lake.
PayPal.
PayPal. Very good. Please stop sending me emails. Next question. What demagogue seeks to obtain immortality from the sage Utnapishtim after the death of his friend Enkidu? According Max DeSoto.
Gilgamesh.
Good job, Max. That's exactly right. I could hear that buzzer lady just about ready to buzz you out of that. Good job. According to his namesake the Mesopotamian epic, Gilgamesh is right. 10 points, DeSoto County. I'm impressed. Next question is a math question. Your first one. Look at your screen. You can start working. For you folks at home, read your screen as well. How many edges does a regular decahedron have, given that each of its 12 faces is a regular pentagon? Dodecahedron. Give students a little extra time with math questions. We also provide our students with pencil, paper, and basic calculators as well. Wow, that was close. I'm going to let the judges decide if that's... Okay, Max, you're in just in time. DeSoto, what's your answer?
60.
60. Sorry, that is incorrect. I will try and take another answer from Cypress Lake if anyone has one. Jacob?
30.
30 is the right one. 10 points for Cypress Lake. Max, I am sure you were on the right track with that answer, but the points will go to Cypress Lake. Good job for both sides. Next question. Scenes on the Open Prairie both begin and conclude Billy the Kid, a ballet by what composer of Rodeo and Fanfare for the Common Man? Max DeSoto.
Copeland.
Copeland is right. Whoa. That's very good. 10 points for DeSoto County. A molecule of GTP and 2 carbon dioxide molecules are formed in what metabolic cycle, often named after its first product, a 6-carbon acid? That is called the Krebs citric acid, or the citric cycle. All right? That's okay. Next question. What 1966 novel in which Charlie Gordon undergoes an operation to increase his IQ is by Daniel Keyes and is partly, Ashley, Cypress Lake?
Flowers of Algernon.
No, sorry, incorrect. DeSoto, Daniel Keyes, and is partly titled For a Mouse. Max?
Stuart Little.
No, that's a good try, though. And I'm really sorry that we have to be specific with the 18 challenge with that particular answer, but it's Flowers for Algernon, not of Algernon. That's all right. No harm, no foul on either side. Good try, both of you. I appreciate that. Next question. In the 1840s, Nathaniel Hawthorne was a member of what utopian commune founded by George and Sophia Ripley in Massachusetts? That was called Brook Farm. Brook Farm. What Italian sculptor used gold to create reclining nude female and male figures representing the earth and the sea, respectively, in his salt cellar? Max DeSoto?
Giotto.
Say again?
Giotto.
No, not Giotto. Cypress Lake, you want to try? That's a tough one. The answer was Cellini. The sculptor was Benvenuto Cellini. Next question, also in Europe. Visitors throw coins into the Trevi Fountain in what European capital city? Jacob, Cypress Lake.
Rome.
Roma, yes, 10 points, Cypress Lake. Which particles were shown to be emitted by the sun in the Homestake experiment? They have tiny masses and zero charge and barely interact with each other. With matter, sorry. They barely interact with matter. Jacob?
Neutrinos.
Yes, neutrinos, thank you. Good job, 10 points, Cypress Lake. Next question. What friend of Stephen Fry has played Bertie Wooster and Gregory House? That answer is Hugh Laurie. Hugh Laurie. Phil Bredesen and Marsha Blackburn are the leading candidates to succeed Bob Corker as senator from what home state of Howard Baker and Al Gore? Lauren, Cypress Lake.
New York.
I appreciate the try. That's absolutely a great one, but it's not the right state. DeSoto? Max?
Alabama.
Nope, not Alabama either. Gore was Tennessee. Tennessee. All right. Next question. What king began the dissolution of the monasteries in 1536 after breaking with the Catholic Church over its refusal to annul Anthony DeSoto?
Henry VIII?
Say again?
Henry VIII?
After this refusal to annul his marriage, it was Henry VIII. You're exactly correct. And right under the wire, 10 more points go to DeSoto High School. All right. Very good job, both sides. When we come back, we will have our lightning round, a rapid-fire question and answer session to see how these schools do with their final score. Come back and watch us for that. We'll be right back.
The Foundation for Lee County Public Schools is celebrating 30 years of enhancing education throughout Lee County. With the support of the business community and community at large. More than 3,000 students have participated in hands-on learning opportunities at local STEM businesses through our STEM at Work program.
One of you can hand the seeds out, one can plant and one can water.
This is actually my favorite class. In this one, I'm growing okra, and that one, we're growing lettuce.
Our Take Stock in Children and student advocacy and mentoring programs have provided more than 5,000 hours of mentoring to low-income, at-risk students. And this year, more than 350 students will attend our college and career readiness workshops. If you would like to learn more about how you or your business can get involved, please visit us online at www.leeschoolfoundation.org.
This one's packed with hope. This one's packed with big dreams. This one's packed with inspiration. It may look like a simple brown bag lunch, but it's really a big way to make a difference. That's because when you become a Take Stock in Children mentor, it takes just 1 hour a week to make an impact that can't be measured. Change a life over lunch. Become a mentor today.
Take Stock in Children is a major program of the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools. For more information on how you can become a mentor, call 239-337-0433 or email info@leeschoolfoundation.org.
All right, this is the conclusion of our A-Team Challenge game here today with Cypress Lake High School, and DeSoto High School. Both teams doing a great job here this afternoon. You might notice we've sort of shifted our positions a little bit. Teams have grown a touch. So let's introduce you to the alternates. First on the Cypress Lake High School, Lizzie Gleason. Lizzie, give us a wave there. Lizzie's a sophomore, wants to go to the University of Central Florida and study mechanical engineering. And right next to me here is Jesus Ramos, also a sophomore, going to the University of Miami to study political science. And on the DeSoto County High School side, give us a wave, Sun Fardeen is over there. He's a sophomore, wants to go up to Harvard as well. And right next to him is Maria Celeste Hernandez is a freshman and wants to study law after high school. All right, so here's how the lightning round works. Inside of each one of these envelopes are a series of 10 questions related to a certain subject. Each team will have a chance to pick an envelope and answer the questions in 60 seconds. So each question's worth 10 points, but we're only going to give them 60 seconds. So teams, remember, you can pass. That's a good strategy. If there's time, we'll go back. You can answer the question, but when you answer the question, the team captain, either Jacob or Elena, has to answer the question. So you're as a group, work together, but I will only take the answer to the question from the team captain. So starting off, we'll go to DeSoto High School first. Do you want verde or amarillo? Green or yellow? You want verde, all right? So we're so multicultural around here. All right. Green questions, 10 questions. Your subject is the Arctic Circle. The Arctic Circle. Get together a little tighter and work together as a group. I'm going to give you the question. You give me the answer. And Elena, you're it. Ready? Go. Country whose capital is Reykjavik.
Pass.
World's largest island by area.
Iceland.
Say again?
Iceland.
Incorrect. U.S. state home to Fairbanks.
Pass.
Arctic sea route connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans.
Say again, Spencer. Northwest Passage.
Northwest Passage is correct. Country whose city of Murmansk is the most populous north of the Arctic Circle.
Pass.
Canada's largest territory by area.
Nunavut.
Correct. Arctic biome. Arctic biome.
Tundra.
Correct. Point reached by Robert Peary in 1909.
North Pole.
Correct. Scandinavian country that controls Svalbard Island.
Denmark.
Incorrect. All right. The one that you missed was the world's largest island by area, and that's Greenland. That was Greenland.
Yeah.
The rest of the ones you passed on, the U.S. state home to Fairbanks is Alaska, and also the country is Russia, where Murmansk is located. All right, so we put up your points there for that. Good job. Wonderful job there. And now, let's see how many additional points we can give to Cypress Lake High School. You guys ready? Your subject is going to be mathematical theorems. Oh boy. Are you ready? No peeking, Jesus. This sounds like a difficult category, but let's see. I'm going to give you the, you give me the answers that are all going to be mathematical theorems, okay? All right, 60 seconds on the clock, here we go. Go. Andrew Wills proved this man's last theorem.
Fermat.
Correct. Theorem often written a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Pythagorean theorem.
Correct. Developer of two incompleteness theorems. Pass. Small theorem used to prove a bigger theorem.
Fermat.
Nope. Incorrect. A theorem proven by a computer in 1976 about coloring maps.
Fourcade.
Correct. Three-letter abbreviation often used to end proofs. Correct. Greek namesake of the theorem that there are infinitely many primes. Process related to integration by the fundamental theorem of calculus. Author who demonstrated the law of the lever in the method. All right, see, you did pretty good. Those were some pretty difficult questions. The past one you passed on first was developer of two incompleteness theorems. That was Kurt Gödel.
Oh.
And you missed the one about the small theorem used to prove a bigger theorem. That's the lemma theorem, right? And that's about it. I think you guys did pretty good. There's the final score. Cypress Lake will be moving on to the semifinals. DeSoto County, you did a great job. It's good to have you here. Let's give them a big hand, and thank you for watching.